Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Liberty Hour. I'm your host, Teresa. We've got the full crew this episode back finally. We got Ebony, we got Kimmy, we got Swanee, and before we start, we have to say happy birthday, Swanee. Your birthday was what last weekend? What day was it?
Oh yeah, it was the 28th. It was Monday that
Monday
passed.
the 28th. Everybody put in the chat happy birthday, Swanee. We can't let that we
Hey,
can't let that
Yes.
go by.
Yes.
appreciate
Yes.
y'all.
Man,
Yes.
of course. Tell
Appreciate.
tell the people what you did. What did you do for your birthday?
So wifey and I we did a couples vacation type deal. So like me and some of my friends, I got invited this year to like they do this vacation thing every year. I think they've been doing it for like 6 or 7 years or whatever. So we did that. It was actually pretty cool. They do like competitions. Like we did a bowling thing. We had a sip and paint. I had to dip off to watch the Liberty lose, but whatever. But it was good. It was good though. Outside of that, it was good. I had a good time. Great time.
Good. We're happy to hear it. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate
Well,
y'all.
speaking of the Liberty losing, we have a packed show tonight. First we're happy to do the show off of a win finally, but unfortunately we do have to rewind a little bit. We've had a rough patch recently, and it starts with the injuries. Brianna Stewart out indefinitely with a bone bruise on her knee. Um, Niara Sabli is out with her knee, I believe. And
Yeah.
Kennedy Burke out with something called calf strain, right? She had cramping,
Yep.
got imaging done, and it's a mild strain. So hopefully Niara and KB will be back 2 to 4 weeks, I believe. But with the three of them being unavailable to play, it's been rough. And of course, the injury stretch had to combine with a 4 game losing streak. Most recently, losing to Connecticut, which was on Friday. And as a lot of you know, I was in the building for that. I took the ride up to Mohegan for my dad's birthday. And what I thought was going to happen was like what happened today. I was hoping Emma was going to play on Friday and that we were going to see basically this game on that day, but that didn't happen. So I mean, obviously the injuries have really impacted the team. Kimmy, I'll start with you. If there's anything you want to say about that, do you miss Brianna Stewart as much as I do?
I mean, I think we all miss Brianna Stewart. Like,
Yeah.
she's sort of like an irreplaceable player. I'm telling you, there's like three players that when we lose them, we lose a big chunk of what they do. And it's when you also have other players in their positions injured, like both Sabli and KB being hurt. It's like all our bigs right there. The big room, it just is like you just take three of them out of it, it then becomes really small. So it was very important for us to add Emma, but you could see like we couldn't rebound as well. Our interior defense really really suffered over these last few games. Like, I mean, even the game on Friday, like Ono was like putting everybody into the paint, just like bullying everybody. I'm like, she's not even that strong, y'all. Like, we got to do better here. So some of it to me it's a combination of some of it was effort, some of it was turnovers, and the other thing is just we miss those players. So I mean, we could have played better in these games though. That to me is the what it is at the end of the day. We had enough to play better in these games, and that's just what I was disappointed in.
I mean, with that, like, I think we on Friday we lost the rebounding battle like 42-20 something. Like it was bad. Ebony, I feel like you want to say something, so go ahead.
Yeah, about the injuries. I'm not too much worried. I know what we could do as a team. I actually don't like injuries, but I like to again look at it as from a positive standpoint because I see what it's doing for others. Is forcing other people that may not have to be aggressive, make them have to shoot because we need them. I'm talking about Leo and MJ. I honestly think Leo is hurt too, and she would be sitting down if we had more bodies. I really do. You could tell that she's not there. She doesn't have lift on her shot or layups. The other game she was missing layups. So I truly believe that she would be sitting had if we had enough bodies. But I like what it's doing for Sav. It's getting her into that killer mode, killer Sav, if you want to call her. And just doing it from all aspect, all the whole game, just impacting the whole game. Talking about defense, rebounding, assists. The last 5, she's shooting 51% from the field goal, about 28% from 3. That could be better. 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. I'll take it. I would take it. Just doing her thing. And again, injuries. We don't know if we see this Izzy right now, without him. So just other players being able to step up and round out their game is going to help us for the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned Izzy, which is the perfect way to transition over to Swanee for whatever you want to say. But I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I could see more of Izzy. I want more of
Yes.
Izzy. I could have had more of her on Friday. I could have had a little bit more of
Yes.
her today too. But Swanee, go ahead.
Yeah, man. These are the first. Let me address that, and I'm gonna jump right over to Izzy. But the losing streak that we've been on because of the injuries, to me, some of these, not some, every last one of these games are winnable, in my opinion. Every last one of these games are winnable. I feel like we have these moments where like we forget that we're a good basketball team, and like certain players don't show up, or like Sab has shown up every game. Sab has shown up every game, and it like really seems at times like she has absolutely no help. But I'm putting some of this on Sandy though. I'm putting some of this on Sandy because like you have players available, and to me she's not using them correctly. Like and y'all know how I feel about Izzy. And I know how everybody felt about her when she first got here, it was little bumps in the road and stuff. But she's consistent. She's gonna move without the ball, she's gonna rebound, she's gonna do the grimy and dirty stuff that we need. And I feel like that messes us up because we play other players out of position. Like Leo shouldn't be playing the 4. Leo shouldn't be playing the 4. Leo should be at the 3. You have Izzy there. Put Izzy at the 4. She's more comfortable there at the 4. Let her play that position. That way Leo can be who she's supposed to be at the 3. So it's just little things like that, man. I definitely want more Izzy minutes, especially the fact that we're down Sabali, Burke, and Stewie. I definitely want to see some more Izzy minutes, and I think she deserves to get more minutes. I don't know what else she has to do to prove like that she can ball with this team. Now, I'm not saying she's going out there and getting you a double every night, but she's putting bodies on people. She's grabbing rebounds. And like I said earlier, she's going to move without the ball, man. We get easy buckets from time to time because Izzy moves. She's able to move. So.
And you can feel it, like, to your point. Like, when she comes in the game, you can feel it. You can feel the tide turn a little bit. And then when she comes out, you can also feel that. There are moments in the game on Friday where I was like, what is happening? Oh, Izzy's on the bench. That's what's happening.
Let my girl loose, man. Stop playing with her. Let her loose, man. Sheesh.
But honestly, how you felt about Izzy on Friday is how I felt about Emma today. Anytime she went to the bench, I was like, dang.
It was a
Something
huge
missing.
difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I know we all are. But before we get to Emma, before we get to the good, we have to talk a little bit about. I don't want to say the bad. I'm not saying the bad. I did not say the bad, but I am. I'm talking about the maybe still up in the air a little bit. The Liberty's acquisition of Stephanie Talbot. Shout out to our Liberty group chat because the different names that they have given Talbot over, like, I think she's been here for 3 games, and this girl has more nicknames than I can count on both hands. But that's neither here nor there. Can talk to me a little bit about if you knew, like, what you thought the Liberty were doing by signing Stephanie Talbot? Like, what did you think that they were getting, and what does it seem like they have gotten?
So, I mean, I just thought of Steph Talbot as like just a decent basketball player. I didn't think she was any better than like what we get out of anybody else we have on our team. So like, I didn't think she was better than Beck. I didn't think she's big. She's taller than Jalen was. And so that's probably, to me, the only difference as to like why they probably signed her was she gives them a little size where they thought they might need it. But I go, when you like sign Emma, do we really need Steph? Like, me, I feel like we probably could have done without her, but you don't know. Maybe in this time when we actually need someone of size, because we're down a lot of size, maybe she will be helpful in the future. So you just hope that she acclimates. Like, that's my only thing. I just hope she figures out a way to work better with the team. Like, stop turning the ball over. That's my biggest thing. Is she has created a bunch of turnovers, and the whole team turned the ball over a lot in the last few games. So it wasn't just her, but being the new player on the team, sad to say, you're gonna get some of the vitriol because you don't have as much cachet with the fans. So
100%.
I think that's just a lot of what that is, and that's just what fandom is. So I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. That's honestly just what fandom is. So I just hope she acclimates. That's it. Like that's what I hope.
I mean, it seems to be getting better. I don't know if like the addition of Emma like takes pressure off of a lot of other players to have to do maybe things that they don't need to do, but or don't normally need to do. But yeah, I mean, today seemed okay. Swanee, what do you think? What's your feeling on Talbot?
I'm a little bit more patient when we add players, only because like I now, y'all don't try to kill me. I coach. So I know that it takes time for players to acclimate, even if you have like the best of the best player. Like, it still takes time to figure out people's habits, their moves, where they like the ball, where I should be on defense, how much help I should be giving you, like little stuff like that. And I feel like with her, she fits the mold of the direction that the Liberty is going in. And I say that by size. Like, there is a clear line that has been drawn in the sand by the front office that they want size. So she fits that, she fits that build. She fits the size build. I think it's going to take a few games to really see what she's capable of with this roster. Same thing like with Izzy, right? So like, and it's my girl, but like, it takes time, like with the first couple games, she looked like hot caca, and I can't even be mad at people for, being upset about that, because she looked bad. But, it's new system, new players, I don't know how you like certain things. Yeah, a lot of the plays in basketball are the same, but player movements are different. Player habits are different. The way I may cut may be different to a different player. How fast I cut, how slow I cut, the way I set a pick, like little things like that. So just getting familiar with the rest of the team. So I'm not hot or cold on her. I'm kind of just like, if she gets the job done, I'm cool. I do want her to stop turning that ball over though, because for some reason that thing looked contagious in that last game where we had it was like 10 turnovers in the first quarter. I was sick to my stomach watching it. I was like, what are we doing? It was gross.
Yeah, we had like 20 in the first half. Like,
it was
absolutely
gross.
Disgusting. And I'm like, I know they have some good defenders like Lacan and Sanaya Rivers. Well,
Rivers is a beast on defense.
Rivers she's a really good defender. Like, she just helps. Like, she's so long. She's just so long, man. Like, her hands get in the passing lanes. Shout out to her. But yeah, their defense is not that good that we should have had 20 turnovers. It was just a lot of us just doing dumb stuff.
100%.
It's funny. I got the tickets from, the only reason why I was there, I got my tickets from my sister-in-law's dad. And I saw him the next day, and he didn't watch the game, but he was like, I'm sorry about your team. Did Connecticut beat them, or did the Liberty lose? I was like, the Liberty lost that game. I'm sorry. Like, it was all on them. Ebony, you were gonna say something.
You muted.
My bad. I was pressing buttons again, y'all. Sorry. Oh, I see the random graphic go up. My bad, y'all. I'm getting I see the vision, just like Swanee was saying about the defense. Is, to me, I think that the Liberty front office thinks she's a bigger Jalen Sherrod. Yes. If that may make sense. Like, she's supposed to do exactly what we wanted Jalen to do, but just a bigger body. That's what I think. And I see as she's getting comfortable, she shows flashes of the defense, the playmaking, the small intangibles. She shows that. She had a couple of nice looks today, like you mentioned, the turnovers. But I think that all comes with her getting more comfortable in the system. Hopefully, I'm hoping that changes with her getting comfortable in the system. But that excuse doesn't last too many more games. So, you know what I mean? That excuse does not last too many more games. So that's just what I see with Talbot, is that they see her playing that same role, just a bigger body. And I hope she does it, because we did lose a big a piece, like to the coach. I guess you want to say culture, chemistry, the future, as we would think. We're all big Jalen fans. So I don't know. Can I put the graphic up now?
Of course.
It's time now.
Ugh, thank you, Jalen Sherrod. I'm so sad. I know we all are. I feel like sometimes, when people get waived or they leave or they trade or get traded or whatever, like there can be mixed feelings. I feel like nobody has mixed feelings about this waiving. Like we are all like gutted over it, about her as a person, her as a player. Like you said, Ebony, like she just has those intangibles, like that dog in her that you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't have it. And she's had it since day one. And I am so frustrated that the roster spots are what they are, because she has a spot on this team, and it's just devastating that it had to be this way. And I think I saw that she was like liking people's posts and stuff. And so I hope, Jalen, that you know how much we all love you and we want you to come back. I understand you get cut from a team twice. Maybe you don't. You're like, you know what? I'm moving on. And I respect that and I understand it. But I hope for our sake that you consider coming back if the opportunity presents itself, because we love you here.
Definitely do. Thank you again. We was dreading it. I know, as a Liberty community, we was talking about it. We dreading it. It better not be Jalen. It better not. We were dreading it, trying to, I guess, speak it into existence. But here we are. So yeah. Yo, sorry, Kimmy. Go ahead.
I was like just not talking about it. I was like, yeah, I'm not talking about this right now. Like I knew it was coming and I knew it was going to happen, but I was like, I feel like if I talk about it, I'm speaking it into an existence. And even if that wasn't the case, like, like I said, like Teresa said, we're all big Jalen Sherrod fans. Like I say, I feel like the entire Liberty fan base rooted for her just because of, undrafted, got cut, came back, won a championship. Like, and you say was integral to like sort of the feel of the team. Mm-hmm. She seems to be cool with everybody. She's the kind of player that just felt like the fabric of, this new Liberty team. And so it's kind of upsetting to lose her. But that's the game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I was looking for my son's binoculars because I'm about to bring him out, because I'm watching Talbot. I'm gonna be watching you because I'll be watching you.
Because that's a fan favorite. You done got that spot off of. I had a feeling it was coming when we signed Steph. I had a feeling it was coming. Kathy, stop playing with us and increase these roster spots, please. We doing all this expanding and all this. We need more roster spots. That's where we should have started first, in my opinion.
Yes.
I'm glad with all the expansion. I love it. I love all of it. Give us some more roster spots so people can stop losing their jobs every other day.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how many women get their job taken away because of, not enough roster spots. There's just not enough roster spots, man. And it sucks. There's not enough teams, not enough roster spots, but we can fix one of these issues like next season by just adding some more roster spots. So that, and it helps with the team. It helps with the depth. It helps with the longevity. Like it helps with a lot of things. Like the other day when we had 8 active players on our roster or something like that, it's crazy. Like, come on, like this is ridiculous.
And then if we think about the other league, if we think about the NBA, they have a G League to help filtrate,
100%.
Help with the injuries part of the game. With the women's game, you have to wait and go maybe overseas or pick somebody literally off the street type of vibes. And so that is crazy because a lot of teams have been going through injuries. You had, what was it, Dallas playing with 6 or 7 people or something like that?
Yeah.
That has to change. And especially when
you had that conversation.
Ahead, and especially when you're playing the amount of games that women play back, like in a short time frame, you got to help them out with those spots, and only have 6 or 7 in a couple. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, I have a
Very
feeling they'll address it in the next CBA. So that CBA expires at the end of this season. So
Yeah.
they'll have to. They're having talks right now. So I assume roster spots is definitely going to be something on the list. Like
I hope so.
you got to at least increase it by 1 or 2.
Yeah.
That will be helpful.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, because it's frustrating. Like to Swanee's point, people losing their jobs. It's like, and it's not because they're not good enough to be in the league. It is not that. It is simply logistics, which is just very frustrating. All right, moving on to today's
Brilliant.
game, which is something that I think we'll be happy to talk about. Thus far has been not totally negative, but we all can take a deep breath. Emma is here. I think we all kind of knew based on Emma's resume what kind of caliber player that we were getting. I also think people familiar with Emma's game knew how the fit could be or would be. But man, it was so nice to see it come to fruition today. And it just, even if in the first half she was kind of like getting her touch back, she like missed that first layup, I guess, in the beginning. But the second half she really came alive. So Swanee, talk about Emma. Her stat line was 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. She was a +6, and she shot 43% from the field.
Yeah, I picked her up as soon as that underdog fantasy little notification went off. I went right to the fantasy league. I said, I'm scooping her. But because I already know she's about to be a problem. A problem. I'm I have not been this excited for a player to come to Liberty ever. Like I've never been this excited for, like, I'm really excited. Like I don't think people really know how good she really is. Like she is really, really good. And that was just flashes. That was just ball knowledge. That's not knowing the plays. That's not knowing our defensive scheme. That was just ball knowledge. They haven't even had a practice together. And her and Sab together look so good. That duo right there. Oh, I'm so excited for that duo right there. They played so well off of each other yesterday. Well, just today. Sorry, yesterday. Tripping.
A few hours ago.
So well. I know, a few hours ago. They played so well off of each other today. It was beautiful to watch. I can't wait for her to get like fully acclimated to the team so people really understand. I do want her to start though. I don't want her coming off the bench. I want her starting. I want her to be the starting 4 next to JJ. Listen.
That was gonna be my next question. You want her starting? So who's your starting 5?
I'm relegating Leo to the bench. I want Leo coming back in after, because if you got JJ, Emma, Stewie, Cloud, Sab, that's your starting 5. Then you got Leo.
I think you
Marine.
lose something in defense though. I think
How?
because we use Leo to guard like some of the best, like smaller, like the wings and so I just feel like you lose a little something when you do that.
True.
And I think like Sab, like of course she's improved on defense, but I think the reason she's also improved on defense is because she plays next to Leo and Tosh. And I feel like when you take one of those out, Emma's a decent defender, but not in the kind of defender that Leo is. So I feel like in terms of balance, I'd probably still keep her in. I mean, when Stewie's out, obviously you start her, but I feel like when Stewie comes back, Stewie probably replaces her just because of length and speed and all of what Stewie gives us. So, I mean, I see the vision, but I also see where one, I don't think Sandy's gonna sacrifice that defense, honestly.
Yeah, and I think offensively, Leo has proven to be such a difference maker when her hand isn't hurt and she's knocking down shots. Last year, like we just took it to a whole nother level when she started for us. And I think that, she's not necessarily like comfortable coming off of the bench. Like it's just not like what she's used to. She gets in more of like a rhythm and like offensive flow when she's starting. And I feel like I'd be worried to like mess that up for her like now by putting her on the bench. I mean, it's a good problem to have to figure out.
It's a great problem to have.
I just don't know if it's I don't know if it's
And it
right.
honestly could be
Yeah.
matchup dependent. Like if we
True.
have a certain matchup that like all of these things, it's good to have the pieces to be able to move people around and have the possibilities. So, I mean, these are all good problems to have.
Yeah, I agree, and Emma, I don't know a lot of international play until we play in like the Olympics and you see them play, but I don't really follow a lot of the international players. So I'm excited again to get to see her more so right now. I know she was in the Washington Mystics, but I wasn't paying attention, to then I guess. But now she's here, I get to see it, and already I like what I see. You've seen her get comfortable right before our eyes, and that's that second half. Like she's like, I got it. I figured out where I can help, and that's just everywhere. She is constant movement, constantly looking to help the team in some way. Her playmaking I seen today. I was able to see her. She doesn't get sped up. It looks like she always moves at her own pace. Like I was just mentioning with Stewie with Sab, the 2-man game, the read and react with her is ridiculous. Like
Crazy.
she's a very smart player on both ends. I seen that just with this game, like the clips that she gave, she does what she has to as a team player in every aspect of the game, whether it's rebounding, assisting, cutting. She's always trying to put pressure on the offense. And then she's on defense. She's putting pressure on that end too, because you've seen her get some blocks, good rotations defensively. I could tell I'm gonna be a fan. I was a fan today. I'm like, oh my goodness, she's on our team.
That's my next jersey. That's my next. Yo, Dom made some great points too. He was saying that the high-low action with JJ is gonna be fire, which you right. And yo, he also said she learned the whole game by the third quarter. I swear that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
I swear that's what it felt like. It felt like
that
she
third
was
quarter
locked in.
is where we took the lead, and it was just like like you said, it was the reading of the game, like that pick and pop she had with Sab, because she saw that Tina Charles, like, they were doubling Sab. She was like, all right, I'm gonna pop, right spot, put the shot up. Amazing. I'm just like, yeah, that's what I knew about her. I was like, I know she's a cerebral, just smart player. She knows where to be when she's supposed to. She makes the right pass. She'll move the ball along when she's supposed to. So, like, nothing but good things to say about how, like you said, how she acclimated with the team. She didn't actually practice with the team. She did some runs with the coaches. So
I need them to drop that footage.
That video.
Yes, I need to see that. I need it.
She said Sandy was up in there. So yeah, I need to see some Sandy footage.
Me too.
Yeah, she I can't get it. I can't wait to see her just keep getting comfortable, because like I mentioned, that second half, it was like I figured it out. I figured where I could help out, and like Dominance with the high low, that's gonna be beautiful. And another person to just help get their own bucket. And again, the fact that you cannot speed her up.
Mm-hmm.
She reminds me of an old school player. Like, I know I'm better than you. I'm going to take my time and get this bucket the right way. But and it's not going to be anything flashy when I do it, but it's going to be efficient.
Her game is like Tim Duncan. It's so like it ain't the big fundamental. It ain't nothing sexy, but you about to get these buckets. You about to get these buckets, man. It's so fun. Like I was literally sitting down this morning, and I got so excited because then I remembered. I was like, Stewie ain't here. Burke ain't here. We still got all these players who aren't even back yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be exciting once we get the whole squad back.
Somebody who I think needs to be in the MVP conversation, who has not wavered with these injuries, is my girl. Sabrina Ionescu dropped a season high 36 points, I believe. She had like 16 in the first quarter. She had her 1,000th career assist in the second quarter, and had 11 rebounds, which is her first double-double of the year. Yeah, I mean, what can we say about her? I feel like if you weren't talking about her in the MVP conversation, I'm not saying that she's the front runner. I'm not trying to say that. But I am saying that you have to talk about her and you have to include her in that MVP conversation. Ebony, go ahead.
I was talking on mute again. special. But I was about to say, forget MVP. People talk about she not even first team.
Well,
That's
please,
crazy to me.
Like
please.
that's the convo that I see, that there's an argument about her being first team.
Come
No,
on, bro.
you follow the wrong people. That's
Yeah,
Like,
crazy.
it's
bro,
the disrespect, the literal disrespect that Sabrina gets from the WNBA community is ridiculous. Well, let me not say WNBA community. Let me say the fans of the WNBA. The disrespect that she gets is ridiculous. Like I don't think people. First of all, people don't like the Liberty anyway, so it's always gonna be something.
Welcome to
But
New
with
York.
Sav, exactly. But with Sav, it's always something. It's always something. And this woman is consistently busting ass right now. She is playing some really great basketball. I love that they can't move her off her spot. I love that when she go to the hole, she's strong. Like they used to be able to move her everywhere. She is so strong.
Yeah.
Yesterday, she had 20 points in the first half, and I think she only had 1 or 2 3-point attempts in the first half. All of her buckets came from mid-range or like right at the cup. I was like, Sab, go ahead and just show them what you really got. Show them what you got out here for real, for real. She's like the definition of a 3-level scorer. She's a 3-level scorer. She's gotten so much better on defense. Like she's a vocal leader on the court. Her assists, they look beautiful. Like Sab is just they gotta stop playing with her, man. Stop playing with her, man.
Since the All-Star break, she has 25.6 points per game, which is league high, 6.4 rebounds per game, 6 assists per game, 5.9 really, but 6 assists per game, and 1.4 steals on 50% shooting from the field, and 91.7 from the free throw line. And she has the most 30-point games, which are 3. I'm just saying. Sad for MVP. Also, shout out to Tash. I showed Kimmy before in my notes down here. I said, shout out to Tash Guard Dog with a little heart, because her defending Sabrina was one of my favorite moments of the game today.
Yeah, it was another stat that I saw. Sab just accolade she had today. Here we go. Second with the second 30-point, 10-point rebounds, double of her career. She is now tied with Diana Taurasi for the most 30-10 games by a guard in WNBA history.
That's good company.
Sab balling. She balling out. They bugging about that first team, but she definitely in the convos, right? She's playing her way into them convos. MVP. I'm extremely proud of Sab. I mentioned it earlier about the injury woes, how it's making her into Killer Sab. Forget Killer Cam. We talking about Killer Sab. We need her in the pink fur. Nah, she coming into her own. I think her in the N1. She turned around to her team and said, "They can't guard me." That's Sab. Oh, okay. That's how you feel it. I like it though. Yeah, I like it. You can't, like Shawnee mentioned, you can't bump her off the spots. I think she only took 3 threes today combined, if I'm not mistaken. I that last time I remember she had 3 threes, but it wasn't settling on a 3-point shot today. Very aggressive, get into the lane, looking intentionally to get in the lane and then kick. It was a great balance. She has found the balance of getting her own and running the team more quickly than I really thought it would happen, to be honest. So shout out to Sab, just showing you again. I'm gonna mention it all the time because I was a big critic of her, the holes she had in her game. So I'm gonna say it every time. She's a definition of what a player is supposed to do. Every off season, every season, you add and you round out your game. And this is what you're seeing, the work that she's put in. So yeah, shout out Sab.
Yeah, she took nine threes today, but she made 2 of them. But like you said, she wasn't settling. I love the fact that she's not settling. Like I feel like she used to settle, like because she was known for her 3-point shot. Like she would just settle for it. And sometimes she would get into some games and just be chucking them things up, and I'd be like, "Come on, Sab, don't do that." Now it's, you know what? I'm gonna beat Babu. I'm gonna come inside. I'm gonna hit you with the mid range. You know what I'm saying? Like she's hard to guard now. She's hard to guard now because she's not a one-dimensional player anymore. So it's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to watch.
Yep, for sure.
Mm.
All right, we're coming up on time. Let's look to the future. Despite winning today, still had 15 turnovers. We still gotta take care of the ball. I think it is a little bit like we've said, like, these new rotations, new players are here. Like, they haven't really practiced. So I think that will naturally get cleaned up, but I do think it's something that I need to focus on. They rebounded way better today, so that I hope that they keep that up. And what's next? They come home and play Dallas, right? Revenge game against Dallas, which I never thought I would be saying that about Dallas.
Gotta get Dallas.
Yeah, we have actually a home with Dallas this week.
Yeah, we gotta get them frauds.
Yeah, that was ugly. We need all to get back, but I understand injuries, and when you missing big players like that, it takes a minute to find out how to maneuver without them.
Yeah.
We saw that with JJ. It took almost to her coming back to us to really have kind of figure out, got it together rather. But Dallas, I want all these games. That's it. It's time to get it together. I think Emma will help us even with Stewie and the injuries that we had. I've seen Don mention about our paint defense, and that's facts. Today I wrote a note, and as I'm writing it, I'm probably jinxing us as I write this, right? Because we didn't allow them to score, Connecticut to score 20 points all game, but I wrote it in the fourth quarter. So guess what we did in the fourth quarter?
Let them score 20.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. So, but again, that was the difference, because at one point it was really just the JJ Sab show. Sorry.
Yeah.
But it was enough to carry us, because our defense, we were making it difficult on Connecticut. We went, making them more so score in a half court set than get out and transition. They kind of made it close because they did start getting into transition. But
and I think too, I'm not sure when Emma sat actually, but was it like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter or something like that? She sat for the rest of the game, so that probably had a little bit to do with it as well.
Maybe. Yeah, definitely probably has something to do with it. But look, showing her impact already. First game in.
Already.
Sheesh.
They could have let her play that first Connecticut game. Whatever. We ain't gonna go back to the past.
Listen, I just I was sitting in Mohegan Sun Arena, and I'm looking at my parents. My mom was like, "They have to play her, don't you think? Don't you think they have to play her?" And I'm like, "Well, they don't have to. I would love them to. I don't know. I just don't know if they will." She, they mentioned before the game that she might not play, or probably wasn't going to play, or something like that. And Sandy Brondello, my mom was not pleased. She did not understand your decision to not play her. But you know what? It is what it is. I think today makes Liberty fans feel like we can take a deep breath finally and just be like, all right.
Yeah. Yep.
Even though, we're going to have them out for a little bit longer, Stewie especially, we feel like reinforcements are here, and they're starting to hopefully gel a little bit, and whatever else we have not figured out, Emma came and put a big old Band-Aid on it. So it felt good. I'll leave with this question for you guys. At this point, what are you most concerned about? Are you most concerned about health? Are you most concerned about matching up with the Lynx? Are you most concerned about seeding? Are you worried about dropping down to the 4th seed? What, Swanee, I'll start with you. Are you just I just want to get healthy. I don't care where we are. I'll go into the playoffs at the 6th seed. Give me anybody at full strength. Or are you with it being a 7-game series this year, you're like, nah, I want to go for the top seed if I can.
No, I'm not. There is not one team in the W that makes me nervous at all. Not one. And I'm not. I've earned the right to say that because of the way this team plays. It's honestly just health. That is what makes me the most nervous. Is health. If we are healthy, it's a long series for whoever we play. I don't care who it is. Line them up. Line them up. We're going to knock them down like bowling pins. I'm not worried at all about anybody. It's literally just health. If when the playoffs start, we can be healthy. And then too, what that does is it takes a lot of pressure off a lot of the players. When you're, say we keep our original starting 5, right? And you have Emma coming off the bench, Burke coming off the bench, Marine coming off the bench. Like, come on. Like, that's a lot of weapons. And you already know how it's going to be. It's going to be staggered minutes. So all the starters not going to come out at the same time, so it's still going to be some continuity on the floor. It's literally just, it's health for me. It's health.
Yep. I'd agree with that. I think even in the chat, you see everyone saying the same thing. It's health. Like, we just all know if this team is healthy. And like I even saw, Minnesota traded for DeJounte, and I'm like, yeah, but if we're healthy, we're the better team. And to me, that's just the truth. So,
sorry, I don't mean to jump in, but that freaking y'all, I know y'all saw that on the timeline with trying to compare, and this is not a knock on DeJounte at all, but trying to compare the DeJounte trade to our acquisition of Emma. It's not even in the same stratosphere.
It's so ridiculous to even say. Like, the fact that somebody like fixed their fingers to type out those letters to make that sentence is just so absurd that like it's not even anywhere on this piece of paper, because I was like, there's nothing to discuss here.
Definition of engagement farming. Once I saw it, I was like, you trying to rage bait people out here. That's what you doing.
I like DeJounte's game. I do. I like a game. I like the hustle. I like defenders. But the trade didn't move me. Did they get better? Yes. But I honestly think that our biggest, and I've been this way for 2-3 years now, that our biggest opponent is ourselves. Is the way we play. Is are we going to play teams good, efficient, easy basketball? Or are we going to make it harder for ourselves? Is Sandy going to be is she going to be Brondello? Or is she going to be Cheeks? Like, this is what we this is the things that we have to, that worry me, to be honestly, because I still think we have enough. We just making it difficult on our own. Today we didn't settle. You seen the difference. You saw it was a lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement. It was constant movement. They didn't just settle for outside shots. It was intentional to get into that paint area. You could see it from everybody, from JJ, from Leo, everybody flashing to the paint area, flashing mid-range. We was trying to get easy buckets. No more just shooting threes. Let's get some easy buckets. Let's use our height that we have over majority of the league type vibes. So yeah, to me, it's the health, but it's us. It's always going to be us. I need our defense and rebounding to be on point, no matter who's playing, because to me that's the difference maker for me. And the assist, we also have to have those assists up, because once that ball is moving, it doesn't matter again who's out, because we do it as a unit. It's harder to think about, oh, that's Leo in the corner, or if that's a Talbot in the corner if you have the ball moving. It's harder doing that. So if we get the ball moving, we make defense and make mistakes. And again, today that was the difference maker for me. We wasn't giving up 20 and 30 points every quarter. And that's why we won this game and had a chance.
Yeah, and like I said, no, just to what D-Dom said, yeah, they got DeJounte because they really can't. They had no one to guard Sab, but just when we get the full complement of players back, they're still going to be short something. So it is what it is.
A lot of something.
It is what it is. But no, that's all I had to say. Yeah.
Yeah, that DeJounte thing was a bad comparison.
I mean, honestly. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us for the Liberty Hour. We'll be back Sunday. We are normally on Sunday evenings. If not, we will let you know about the change. But thanks for joining us for this episode. And let's go Liberty.
Let's go Liberty.
Let's get it.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah. My